back to the training series. Nope. Okay, episode 2 of the Ironman Maryland 70.3 training series. We are 11 weeks out, and I have had an excellent week. It's been busy, but with that being said, let's jump right in. So, I think a little bit later in the video, I talk about the track day that I had on Sunday, and it was basically, I'm going to pull up my splits here real quick. So it was 6 miles intervals with 2-minute rest in between, and I did 6:38, 6:28, 6:26, 6:19, 6:17, 6:04, which ended up being one of my fastest miles I've ever done. So that was super encouraging, super exciting, especially because the day before that, I had went into Philly with Caroline, and we met up with some friends for cheesesteaks. And I like to think that I can eat whatever I want still. Well, basically without like the repercussions of like a tummy ache. And that's not true. And I just woke up Sunday morning just scorched earth. Just, And I was like, okay, well, let's just see how this track day goes. I'm meeting up with my coach. And I did think that that was very helpful because he was able to push me a little bit. But super encouraging, stacking a lot of good workouts week after week. So coming into week 2 and week 3, we are still trending in the right direction. And I was waiting to film this because I had my Zwift race today. So I wanted to talk a little bit about that, thinking it was going to go a lot better than it did. But I set some good PRs on different segments of the route and tied for my best 1 hour power output. So that was super encouraging. So I think I'm going to show a little bit later a clip from the race, and I can kind of explain a little bit about Zwift and how indoor training works. One more thing I wanted to say. I got a Garmin Forerunner 955, which is supposed to be a triathlon-focused watch. So I had upgraded from the Phoenix 5 that I bought in 2019, and it's got a touchscreen and stuff. So the only reason I bring this up, well, one, it's sweet. I love it. And I was thinking or considering, based on interest, about compiling a gear list for all the things that are needed for swim, bike, run for triathlon. The list can be pretty long sometimes. I feel like there's a lot of things that are helpful, a lot of things that might be just like their price to value ratio isn't really worth it. So maybe I'll smash something together with that or put it on my website and you can check it out there. But with that said, let's cue the highlights. Okay, just pulled up to the gym. We have a swim and then a 3 miles, probably around half an hour. Nothing crazy, just to test the legs after the swim. Here we go. It's going well. Pretty locked on the swim today. Can't lie. Feeling pretty good about that one. The run, 3 miles. But the swim, woo! Okay, back in the home gym, and this morning I did a 24-mile Zone 2 ride, and maybe I can pop up those stats, boom, right there for you. And now we're just stretching out. I just went for a walk. It's a lovely, lovely Friday afternoon, so I hope that you're getting outside and enjoying the spring weather. Okay, happy St. Patrick's Day. Super quick update from the car before I hit the grocery store again. I had my swim today, just a recovery swim after the run, which I never really got to do a recap on. So briefly, 6 miles total, 1 mile repeats, 2 minutes break in between. And I actually surprised myself, did really well. I think it's because I ran with my coach and he was kind of pacing me a little bit in the beginning. And I think just having someone to run with is also just motivating to like not slack at all and just like push yourself. So when you can, I would advise grab a buddy to run with or to work out with. I feel like it's beneficial to push you a little bit, and also some accountability never hurts. Okay, so this is Zwift. This is actually a clip from my race earlier today. But Zwift is the training platform that connects to your indoor smart trainer. So I've used Zwift for a bunch of different things, but the races have been super fun and just a good way to get a good workout in. They help build endurance, leg endurance. They help build leg strength. And it also just kind of develops you as a all-around cyclist, you know, when to push, when to draft, and just when to be smart, right? So Zwift has been, and biking in general, has just been such an important tool in building my overall endurance. And I think it's really transformed me as a runner because I've been able to get so much more fit without having to log a ton of miles and risk injury. So I love Zwift. Is a little monotonous because, you know, you're just kind of staring at a screen, but it's kind of a video game if you think about it, and your character kind of weaves in and out, and it controls your steering for you and that. So in that way, it's nice and kind of easy. You can just focus on the workout and putting down power. You can see I'm trying to here. I'm pushing well into my red line. I'm basically at my max heart rate. The legs are kind of screaming here, but I ended up finishing, I think, like 25th or something, and it was a pretty competitive field, so a little intense. I ended up kind of recovering through the middle section of the race and then kind of caught a second wind, but yeah, super fun. There's races, there's different workouts that Zwift offers like in the app, and it's just been super convenient for not having to like grab my bike and go outside in the cold and just risk, you know, with all the cars and traffic and stuff like that. So I would definitely recommend, and it offers a ton of information. You can see all of the HUD data, and look at me, just the wheels are coming off, and we still have well over an hour of this race. Hey, that's okay. All right, that is it for episode 2. Thank you for watching. I'm going to drop my website, my Instagram, in the description below. Feel free to check that out for any and all information in Duralife Athletics. But for now, goodbye. Talk next week. Peace.